That's a big tall glass of foam. Hello, welcome back to STEW Brews. This time we are brewing a West Coast lager from Hopewell Brewery in Chicago. So let's do as we do with every video. Let's open the box and see what I've got. Okay, so here's a closer look at the box. Hopewell West Coast Lager. It's not a combination I've had before, but 4.5% with citrus and tropical aromas. Why not? First up is the big goopy pouch. So, West Coast crispness, bursting with tropical fruit and a piney backbone. This collaboration with Hopewell Brewing is a vibrant showcase for mosaic hops. So yeah, mid bitterness, which, I mean, with a West Coast IPA, the bitterness on those is crazy. I'm not a big fan of West Coast IPAs, but I'm happy to try and brew my own. Alright, we have our purifier, our spark for brewing, and that's it. No hoppers. So let's fire up the app. Let's go with the recommended settings and let's make a beer. 10 days brewing, 10 days conditioning, and then tapping on the 1st of July. Time for a wee shake. Add some water. We are going to use some quality still water from the shop. Let's fill it to the line. Come on. That is bang on the money. Oh wow, okay, that's tropical. Straight away, that aroma. Full on umbongo vibes. I know that's the kind of go-to suggestion when it's anything tropical or citrus when it comes to craft beer. Is that little carton, the juice you would get as a kid. Well, in the 90s anyway. And as I like to do, I like to wring this fresh press and get every ounce of goop out of it. Wringed out dry. Let's make life easy for myself. Let's not spill it. This is definitely a stage where you want to make sure it is on as tight as possible and the handle's tucked down. It's not very left-hand friendly. Oh. So that's the first step done. Now we have to leave it for, I think, 10 days before part 2. But you don't need to wait that long. Okay. It reeks of lager, which is a good sign. Definitely smells like beer. It smells really hoppy, like a tropical sludge. Just had the thought, what does this look like in a glass? Kind of what you'd expect, I guess. Just sort of sediment laden gunk. Okay, so it's been a couple weeks, and yeah, I'm a wee bit worried about this batch, because as you have just seen, the original fridge died. We've got a new fridge, so there was a good 3 or 4 days where this wasn't getting like the 3-4 degrees Celsius that it should have been kept in, like a normal fridge. It's definitely been as high as maybe 15, 16. I went on to the Pinter Facebook page and said, is my batch ruined? And according to the Pinter populace, it should only be really foamy. So I've got a nice beer glass and I'm going to pour it and hope for the best. Okay, that's a big tall glass of foam. Shit. Okay, let's get another glass. Pint glass number 2. I guess maybe the secret is just to take your time. Pardon the scabby garden furniture. Alright, for a second pour, that isn't too bad. Very lively, like some lots of carbonation. That's excellent. I've never seen any of the drinks being this carbonated before. So I think we're on to a winner. Let's hope it just doesn't taste like a West Coast IPA. Cheers. Fuck, that's cold. No huge flavour off of it. It may be too cold. I'll give it a chance to warm up, but I'm just so impressed with the carbonation on it. It's like it's absolute screaming. Just so light. It's even beyond the levels of like a Pilsner. Very, very light citrus flavour. No hoppiness. Would this have been different if it was well refrigerated for the whole span? Yeah, if you're one of the Pinter people out there and you've had this Chicago West Coast lager, and I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna do the YouTube search and see if anyone gets a similar result to me. Now it doesn't look as sunny today, but it's been a scorcher this July. It's 5 to 9 at the moment, so it's actually nice and cool. Friday night, beer in the garden. Takeaway has been ordered. Just chill in my garden, drink beer. What more could you ask for? So yeah, another surprisingly successful STEW Brews. Now this is the third pack that Pinter have sent to me for free, just as like, hey, go make some beer, just raise awareness, I guess. But obviously opinions are always going to be genuine. Like that first glass was shocking, but that could have just been down to how I stored it. But yeah, as usual, if you want me to brew more, let me know in the comments. I think I'll put my hand in the pocket for this next one. I think I'm going to order that Adnams Ghost Ship. Do a wee brew of that and see how it turns out. Okay, that's a pint finished. The flavour isn't there. I wonder if it's something that I've mucked up, because I was kind of expecting big West Coast vibes, like that real bitterness, to the point where I normally hate a West Coast IPA because just the IBU is always puts me off it because it's too strong for me. But this I feel like I've just put like aspirin and had a drink. Like I've just dissolved 2 aspirin tablets and had a swig. Tiniest, it's almost as if I've put too much water in it, which is insane because it's like a 5 litre bottle. So I don't know. Tiny hints of citrus, and that's it. It's a little bit gutting in the sense that, well, yeah, you want it to brew a beer with big bold flavours, something that'll taste delicious, but don't know, I think I've brewed a dud on this occasion. Anyway, I am going to call that a STEW Brew for today. Thank you as ever for watching and supporting the channel, and yeah, until the next one, cheerio.